Karen's HOA is trying to ram my gate, but she's in for a surprise reinforced steal. I had just finished my long deployment and was finally home. My bags were still in the truck when I pulled up to my property. Everything seemed normal, except for one thing. My gate, a reinforced steel design I had custom built before leaving, had deep scratches and dents on it. I sighed. I had a good idea of who was responsible, and right on cue, a furious knocking pounded at my door. I opened it to find none other than Karen from the HOA. Arms crossed, foot tapping, she looked like she had been waiting for this confrontation. "What's the problem? What happened again, Karen?" I asked, knowing full well what she was going to say.
You've installed an unsightly, non-HOA compliant gate.
She spat, glaring at me.
I've sent multiple notices while you were gone, and you ignored them.
I raised an eyebrow. I was deployed, and this gate was approved before I left. She scoffed.
That's irrelevant. I personally find it unacceptable. We have standards in this community, and I refuse to let you lower our property values.
I folded my arms. So instead of waiting for me to return, you decided to, what, try and remove it yourself? Her expression darkened.
I did what was necessary. I tried opening it, and when that didn't work, I assumed it was jammed, so I attempted to nudge it with my car.
I blinked. You rammed my gate with your car? She straightened her back.
I had no choice. You left us no choice. This is a community, and your oversized, industrial-looking monstrosity of a gate is ruining the aesthetic.
I took a deep breath, keeping my composure. Karen, you just admitted to property damage. That's a crime. She waved a dismissive hand.
Oh, don't be dramatic. It's just a gate. You can replace it with something more appropriate.
Before I could respond, I noticed a police car pulling up. My neighbor must have called them after hearing Karen's ranting. The officer stepped out, adjusting his belt as he approached. "What's going on here?" he asked. Karen immediately turned to him, arms flailing.
Officer, this man has installed an illegal gate, and when I tried to address it, he accused me of a crime.
The officer gave her a long, measured look before turning to me. "Sir, is this your property?" "Yes," I said. "And my reinforced steel gate, which I legally installed, now has dents and scratches on it because she rammed it with her car." The officer's brow furrowed as he glanced at the damaged gate. "Ma'am, did you hit this gate with your vehicle?" Karen's face turned a deep shade of red.
It wasn't working properly.
She sputtered.
I was just trying to help the community.
The officer let out a heavy sigh. "Ma'am, that's property damage. I'll need to see your license and registration." Karen's eyes widened.
Wait, what? You're taking his side?
"I'm taking the side of the law," he said, flipping open his ticket book. "And ramming a gate on private property isn't legal."
This is outrageous!
She screeched.
I was just enforcing HOA standards.
The officer didn't even look up. "You're looking at a fine for destruction of property, and if the homeowner chooses to press charges, this could be a lot worse." Karen clenched her fists.
You can't do this to me.
He calmly handed her the ticket. "Take it up with the court if you have an issue." I smirked. "I suppose I should thank you for testing my gate's durability." Karen shot me a death glare before stomping away. The officer turned back to me. "Do you want to press charges against this woman?" I glanced at the deep scratches and dents on my gate, then at Karen's retreating figure. "Not today," I said, "but if she touches my property again, I won't hesitate." The officer nodded. "Fair enough. Have a good day, sir." As the police car pulled away, I shook my head. Just another day dealing with Karen and her HOA antics. But at least now, she knew one thing. My gate wasn't going anywhere.